2,000 miles. Now, many of us feel a sense of excitement when we see unusual wildlife like Muntjac deer on our countryside, but some of these species have become more of a problem than a pleasure.
Yes, from today, ordinary people are being asked to look out for 6 species which aren't native to the UK and that threaten to upset our ecology and other wildlife. Well, Martin Stew is in Thetford Forest in Suffolk to tell us more. So fears about alien invaders then, Martin?
Yeah, something like that, Becky. Well, as a reporter for Anglia tonight, you do pretty weird and wonderful stories, but when I was sent here to Thetford Forest to search for aliens, I thought they were joking. It turns out this is no laughing matter. These aliens are not X-Files style extraterrestrials. They're real species who have come from abroad, and they're causing a very real danger to our British ecology. The aliens have landed. Amongst the flora and fauna of East Anglia's countryside, things that don't belong. 6 species not native to the UK threatening our indigenous wildlife. I'm in Thetford Forest to find the first alien on the list, the UK's smallest deer. About the size of a small Labrador, the Muntjac was introduced from China to Woburn by the 11th Earl of Bedford. It now poses a major threat to the woodland. Trevor Banham from the Forestry Commission showed me some of the damage it's causing.
All the leaf has been impacted by Muntjac.
And that couldn't be any other species?
There's no other species I'm aware of ever touch a snowdrop.
There are 8,000 Muntjac in Thetford Forest and the numbers are rising fast. Each female can produce up to 20 offspring in a lifetime, and like this one we spotted, they're increasingly bold.
We all need to be aware of what is, shall we say, invading, the aliens coming into the countryside, because we don't at times have a realisation of what the impact will be once they get into the wider landscape.
The Muntjac isn't the only alien invading our shores. Take a look at these sinister fellows. Mitten crabs, originally from China. They've been caught burrowing into the banks of the River Thames and Great Ouse. Also from the Far East, the tree of heaven. It may be attractive, but it's taking over native species. Then there's the zebra mussel from Eastern Europe. Found right across East Anglia, they're changing the ecology of our waterways, not to mention damaging our boats. And now the government want your help to carry out surveys to track their spread.
Once we have the information and we can map more accurately where these species are spreading, then we can actually decide which course of action to do. And we have had eradication programmes before in different species, or sometimes it's just keeping them under control. So we stop the economic impact. We can then decide how to manage that properly. The first thing we need to do, of course, is know where they are.
That includes alien species like these two, which aren't in East Anglia yet. The American skunk cabbage, named because of its smell, is spreading across the country fast. The South American water primrose is still uncommon, but has a bad reputation for clogging waterways. The damage caused by these 6 aliens alone is estimated at £3 billion a year. It's a problem which is literally costing the Earth. Well, this is the solution to this is civic science or people power. Do you remember when you were at school and you had a quadrant where you'd put down on the ground and you'd count how many insects and bugs are in there? What scientists need is for everybody to do that on a much bigger scale. And you can find out more details about how to do it on our website, itv.com/Anglia. That's itv.com/Anglia.
Professor Stew, thank you very much indeed. Very impressive there. Don't remember any of that, really. Very good. Now, it's been 3 months since the X Factor final, and you may think some of the hype has worn off by now. Think again.
Yes, when Olly Murs from Whittam in Essex paid a visit to Braintree over the weekend, he was greeted by thousands of screaming fans. Our Essex reporter Lorna Ramsey caught up with Olly and his family to talk about life after the X Factor.
It's been 5 weeks since Pete and Vicky Lynn Murs have seen their son.
We don't want to be late, but hurry up.
So they thought they'd take the opportunity to see him at a special appearance in Braintree. Trouble is, quite a few of his fans have turned up to see him as well.
Good morning, Braintree. How's everyone?
Olly was in Braintree to open a revamped department store, and he told me life since the X Factor has surpassed all his expectations.
Crazy. Really been the best experience so far. You know, living the dream as such, you know, and just doing so much and enjoying it, you know, and it's been everything that I wanted it to be and more.
Olly used to be a call centre worker in Whittam. And if screaming fans is what he wanted, this lot didn't disappoint.
Olly can still pull a crowd on his home turf here in Essex, but how confident are his fans that he won't drop off the radar like so many other X Factor contestants in the past?
He should have won the X Factor, yes. Yeah, I voted for him every week.
It's really great that he's got a record deal because he deserves it. He's absolutely brilliant and obviously, you know, he should have won.
He's got really good dancers and he's a really good singer.
Olly's got a record deal with the help of Simon Cowell, and we can expect to hear his first single in the summer.
It's all been signed and done, so after the tour it's going to be a lot of hard work, but I look forward to getting my stuff out in the summer as soon as possible.
And no one is looking forward to hearing Olly's music more than his parents. Back at their home in Whittam, they told me Olly's dreamed of being a performer ever since he was a little boy.
How can you explain how proud you are? You know, we're just so glad that he did follow his dream, because we just kept saying to him, you know, these things don't happen to the boy next door. These happen to other people, you know, and because of his dream and because of his ambition to go for it, he just proved us all wrong, really, that, you know, if you have got a dream, you just carry on going, and because dreams do come true.
Nowadays, this boy next door doesn't spend much time at home. He's off to perform with the X Factor live tour. Although his parents miss him, they know he's living the life he always dreamed of. Lorna Ramsey, Anglia News, Whittam.
Olly Murs still with the X Factor. But what is the X Factor? What is the Olly Murs effect? What's he got then? Come on.
What hasn't he got? Well, he's good looking. He's got a lovely voice.
Apart from that.
Down to earth, cheeky chap.
All right, leave it there.
Full interview, by the way. All bits that you didn't get to see on our website.
Right, the News Hour continues on ITV1 right after the weather. Here's what the national team and Mary have for you in a couple of minutes from now. What a lovely weekend it was as well.
Not bad.
Let's see if it's going to be carrying on a bit. Here's Rachel.
OK, we have got some rain, but at least we're keeping this milder weather.
Yeah, a little bit warm, isn't it?
Thanks for watching.
Night,
yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.